Latest looks from the TIFF red carpet. That's the Toronto International Film Festival, don't you know? And now Bahar Niramwalla is here with some of the fall makeup trends spotted on the stars. And let's welcome her first because she's right there. I know you watch every move that everybody makes. Some people watch for the shoes. Some people watch for the dresses. You watch for the makeup.
I want to know what their face is smothered in. Absolutely.
And so what did you see?
Again, I think when it comes to trends specifically going through the different seasons, there are things that are cyclical, things that people are used to, but there's always a nice kick up. So there was a lot of red lips, always great for the red carpet period.
They have to bump it up for the red carpet because so many people are taking pictures of them. Yeah,
and I think at TIFF, in comparison to, let's say, the Oscars or another type of an event, people are a little bit more edgy. They're willing to actually do something a little bit different. It's a little bit more relaxed. It's not so uptight. So they're willing to actually let themselves show through and not a stylist or someone else who's put everything together for them, which is great.
And don't forget, too, they want to get into the magazines. You know, there are people, there's designers that want to get their clothes in there. There are makeup artists that want to get their names in there.
Absolutely.
So what did you see? What did you spot?
Well, the first trend that we saw was actually full, bold brows. So thick brows are all, I've been saying this forever, I think they are great on anyone, no matter if you're 17 to 70. It's
what have we been doing up to this point?
So, well, you know, the thin, skinny brows, with the little ball in the front and then the super tiny tail at the end.
Okay.
So it's a matter of having a nice, thick, bold brow, but for this, we're actually kicking it up just a little bit more.
Okay.
So we actually have with us as well key makeup artist Lynn Ryan. She's going to be going through the techniques.
How are you? Very good, thank you.
Good. Okay, so who did you see the big...
Sorry, that's right. Yeah. So this was on Rachel Weisz.
Okay.
So
Weisz.
She's Weisz.
Yes.
But it's a W.
No, it's Weisz.
All right,
I'm telling you, I got corrected.
Totally Canadian.
Okay, so it's really... So the other thing I like about it, too, is you have to be careful how you do it, but it really frames the eye.
Absolutely.
So your eyebrow better be in pretty darn good shape.
It has to be in great shape. It has to be filled in properly. A little bit darker than you normally would, and it's also important. There's a couple key things as well to keep the face in balance.
Talk to us about that.
So Lynn is actually going... This is Farah, by the way, who's having her eyebrows done. The lovely Farah.
Did you come in to be part of the show?
Yes.
Or did we just pick you up off the street? Okay, that's good. Nice for you to do this for us. Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm a big fan, so
well,
I'm happy to be here.
And where are you from?
I'm from Mississauga.
Well, very nice to have you with us today. Thank you very much. That's good. Okay. So what is she having now?
So Lynn's going to go through and she's going to be filling in any of the sparse areas using either a pencil or a brow powder. You can do the both in a combo as well if you want to set the pencil in place. But she's just amping it up a little bit. So she's going through and she's filling it in, and then she's going to add that extra hit of color. So going on top of it, maybe that second time around.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to make sure that you use a clean mascara spoolie. And if you go through the brow with that, that's actually going to soften the lines.
Does everyone know what a spoolie is?
You can actually use your old mascara. If you have an old mascara, toss out the tube and go ahead and just wash off the brush, and they're great for brushing through your brows. And that's going to soften up the pencil lines, and it's also going to soften up the powder as well. So it's not going to look so harsh. It's going to look a little bit more natural.
Do you have to use something to set it, though, too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the first product you're going to want to use to get the whole look set is going to be a clear mascara or a brow gel. And we actually have one here from Face Atelier. It's called Brash. And that one retails for about $19 or so. And that's going to make sure that all the effort that you're putting into your brows is actually going to stay the entire night. It's not going to wipe off.
Good. Because you could look scary with all that stuff on your eyebrows.
Especially wiping down. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also important, I think, with all these trends that we keep everything in balance. So the rest of the face needs to be paid attention to as well.
All right.
We have a product here from Face Atelier as well. It's called Facade. It's a kind of like a gel cream silicone-based cheek and lip color. So we're just going to add a very, very light amount of color into the cheeks and into the lip, and that's going to ensure that the whole face has a little bit of balance, but we're still keeping the focus on the eyes and the brows.
Okay.
And also important, just to make sure that, because we're speaking to red carpets, you're going to want to look extremely polished and pulled together. So you don't want to have a T-zone that happens to be a little bit oily or slick or super shiny in photos.
T-zone.
So very important.
Yeah.
And also to set your makeup and make sure that it's not going to budge anywhere. There's the Face Atelier Ultra Matte Spray Mattifier. So once you're done your entire face, you can do one,
just spray
2,
and walk through
and
it?
3. Well, you can. There's no need to walk through it. It's
Spray,
not
walk
that
through.
heavy. But you're going to want to make sure you hit both sides of the face as well as the bottom area. So you can do 1, 2, and a third spray.
But you have a little sheen to your skin.
Yeah,
so
but I like
like
that stuff. I'm fine with that. I don't mind if people see me.
Job well done. Thank you very much. So you got the brows happening, and then you have to talk about the lips, and there's always a new color, and you've got something in mind for us.
That's right. So I'm a huge fan of red lip for the red carpet. It makes total sense. It's nice and it's easy. It works on almost everybody. But this season we're looking at a burnt red lip, which means it's that much more rich and deep and vampy. And in my opinion, it's incredibly sexy rather than just a super bright lip. So it's important as well. This is, by the way, this is Alexandra.
Hi, Alexandra. She can't talk right now.
She's having her lips done.
When your lips done, it's like going to the dentist. How you doing? Great. Great. Where are you from?
Mississauga as well.
Mississauga.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that these guys are not mic. I'm sorry about that. Coming today. Okay, this color is for everybody?
So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there are major rules when it comes to choosing colors for your skin tone. However, if you are worried about that stuff, you're going to want to choose something that's a red berry for a cooler skin tone and maybe a coral red for a warmer skin tone.
Did I not see George Clooney's girlfriend, Stacy Keebler?
That's actually, we're going to be using a color that Stacy Keebler, that's right. She was sporting a very nice burnt red look, and the rest of her face is, as you can see, relatively calm, relatively neutral. We're going to be using a color very similar to that on Alexandra as well. And what Lynn has done, she's applied some lip liner, and this is what I like to think of as lipstick insurance. So it's going to make sure that your lipstick doesn't move outside of your lip line into the little crevices.
That is the problem with. That's why people shy away from it. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Usually people avoid dark colors, period, because of that. But if you make sure that you have a lip liner, it's going to keep the lipstick in place, and also when that lipstick wears off, you're going to have that lipstick insurance, so that there's going to be that little bit of color left underneath.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about this, though. What's the name of this color?
This is actually called Dubonnet.
Dubonnet. Okay.
And it's one of the deeper, richer reds from MAC. It's one of their cream lipsticks. It's about, I think, $17.50 or so.
Okay. We'll wrap that up right now because you want to pick the right red, right? Because it can be really tricky. Am I right? So when you're doing it, because you haven't done it for a while, what do you have to keep in mind, though? Like,
in terms of the color itself?
Well, I know you think it can go, because who likes to wear red lipstick? Because I hate it. Anybody? You do? You do? I think if you're young and you've got full lips, it's okay.
This says you have full lips anyways. What do you mean? This age has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Well, one side's full, the other one's kind of thinned out.
No, this is not.
What can I say?
This is not age specific at all. It really you just have to have confidence in the fact that if that's what you're choosing and you feel comfortable with it, it's going to look great.
Look how gorgeous she looks. She looks so pretty. Okay.
So just to make sure as well that we have some balance on the face, you're going to want to make sure that you use a mascara or a very thin liner. And also you can use either a blush or a highlighter on the cheek. And that's, again, it's just going to make sure that you have balance in all three areas of your face.
Do you want to say who this person is?
Of course I do. This is Terry.
Hi, Terry. Are you from Mississauga, too?
I'm from Windsor.
Windsor. Let's hear for Windsor. Okay. So we only have a couple of seconds on this one, but let's talk.
The last trend is metallic shadow. So it's not about glitter. It's not about shimmer. It's not about any of that. It's actually the sheen of, I know, not a fan of the shimmer and the glitter. So this is about the sheen of an actual metal. So almost getting that metallic surface. So we have the Benefit I'm Glam Therefore I Am kit, which is absolutely fantastic for this.
I love the name of that. That's great.
So it has 4 different shadows in here. We're going to be using the darkest color in there. It's a pewter shade. And Lynn is patting that onto the eye to make sure that the color's opaque. And to get that metallic sheen to it, there's actually a face highlighter called Girl Meets Pearl. And Lynn's going to go ahead and, using that same eyeshadow brush, go ahead and on that cream highlighter. And that's actually going to give a slight sheen over top of the shadow. And it's going to make sure that it stays in place the whole night.
Okay, brows, lips, and a little bit of metallic
shadow. That's right.
Thank you so much.
No
All right,
problem.
so nice.
You
You are in the know.
Thank you.
Everyone is getting a Globe and Mail gift